Hi everybody. Hi everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. Yeah, it's me, Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. We're just up the street at my local Jiffy Lube. I just want to give you a little bit of a tactical, super awesome update. So here it goes. Okay, so Jiffy Lube. You see? Jiffy Lube. Yeah, it's always good to get your service and inspections done at Jiffy Lube. It's kind of the standard. But anyway, you see right here, it's right next to our lovely Circle K, the official outpost of the Sovereignty, the Blue Sovereignty Dominion. Okay, so over here, we're gonna sweep through this real quickly. Okay, alright, so that's the little wait-in area. So you see the metal back chairs with a little bit of some comfortable cushion reinforcement. We have the restroom. We have a cup dispenser. You see we have a little, looks like a styrofoam cup dispenser. And right here, this is the real deal setup right here. We have the tactical cameras on a Life's Good TV. We have the RCA TV. We have a classic Coca-Cola machine. That's kind of one of the reasons I stopped over here to do the video project documentary. And you see the Coca-Cola machine. Now, despite those little paper notes, I know exactly what they are because I have X-ray vision like Superman. But anyway, that's supposed to be that's supposed to be, no, wait, hold on. Scratch that. But yes, it's Coca-Cola original taste. Cherry Coke, Zero Sugar Coke, which is the black label. Everybody knows that's black label. Coke is zero sugar. The Crimson Red is the Cherry Coke. The original Coke, original taste, the one we know from the 50s. The one that your mom and dad and your grandma and grandpa grew up on back in the soda shop days. Then you got Sprite. And then those two mystery ones that I can tell you because I have Superman X-ray vision, don't you know? The first out of order is Powerade Mountain Blueberry Blast. I happen to know because I used to get it all the time when I was in elementary school. We had a vending machine that had the same kind of setup. And then the second out of order is Dr. Pepper. I happen to know because I studied all the labels myself, and personally, from soda shop experience myself, I happen to know because I was usually the one having to clean it at the end of the night on late shifts when I was a dishwasher or a dish tank operator, as they called it. Back when I was 17, 18 years old, working my first job at a breakfast family restaurant, Bob Evans on Carlisle Road, Route 74, back at my hometown, back in my roots where it all began, back in York, Pennsylvania. Other than that, there's a popcorn maker, like a movie theater style, old vintage, old-timey style popcorn maker. Some coffee. That's coffee and tea. There's a workstation. There's another little break room behind it. My guess is, I don't know, other staff rooms, or I don't know, or something. And then there's the floor. Everybody knows if you're Arthur Fonzarelli or Danny Zuko or whatever cool street outlaw you were, you always had the floor. You always have your floor. The one most important thing about floor safety is making sure that you keep your floor clear. You always keep your floor clear. It doesn't matter if you're working on Grease Lightning or you're working on a Triumph British motorcycle or a Jeep or a Ford pickup of any grade or any year, or just a classic car. It doesn't matter. Case in point is, you see up there, those are the exhaust fans. That's the little checklist, little motto. Everybody has to follow a motto. You got to be really careful. And then those little dips in the floor, those are the hydraulic floor lifters. Those oftentimes are what makes the car easier to inspect, like oil and tires and all that fun stuff that my dad had taught me back in the glory days. Followed by, you know, the master who I had afterward. I had Master Eric, the blueprint, and then the follow-up, Master Dave, the master of music. Even though, you know, I've already knew who the Beatles were, he just kind of continued and educated me in that. So you see there's the other little workstation right here. The little dolly carts, trucks, another little workstation over there, and the oils and fluids and liquids that most of the time is like antifreeze, coolant, oils, you name it. Doesn't matter if it's Castrol or motor oil of like a certain grade or a certain something like that. And obviously, to finish it up, you have the red poles, the yellow markers on the front of the garage, and the arrows that tell you, hey, this is how you go out. That is the one-way directionals. Okay, and they say yes, this is exit only, and on the other side they do the same thing. It's a one-way in and a one-way out. It's a one-way service garage. And then with Jiffy Lube's promise, they always say, ask about the brakes, your tune-up, your shocks, or your struts. Because it's a brake, oil, and tire center, again, it basically is like your one-stop shop for everything you fucking need. Well, not everything you fucking need, but most things you need. And there's a nice, awesome final sweep of it from the side with the Coca-Cola machine of excellent and all that other fun stuff. And Circle K, the most excellent location outpost of the sovereignty. Yes, we are a sovereignty. We don't fly our flag underneath any dumbass old leader. We are completely independent from any old world rules. Okay, Circle K. Now the real question is whether or not it opens. Those Circle Ks technically are supposed to be open 24 hours. Some locations do take tactical breaks to try to change between second shift, third shift, or third shift to first shift. But usually one of the things about Circle K is you always have to keep your workstation open. It doesn't matter what the deal was. Most of the time they usually put the older veterans on the third shift because, well, if you're under the age of 18, it's required by law. If you're under age of 18, it's a federal law that if you're under age of 18, you're required by law to at least have an hour for a break. Any manager or boss in any field or any job that fails to comply with that becomes ass is grass. Everything we say is protected with Article 5 and LPA, Legacy Protection Act. So remember, be excellent to yourself, and stay tuned for more awesome, cool stuff on the channel. Until we see you again, Hutchins Hut signing out.